Alright guys, I'm going to try to get this set up as we start a pay-per-view, or at least the pre-fights. So excited for this. Alright, this looks decent, I guess. Let's try to get this good setup here. Most likely going to be drinking, but yeah, this is my very first live stream ever, my very first video on this channel. A little bit tired, as you could tell. Didn't get a lot of sleep the last few days, been really busy, so look tired. I am tired, but hopefully the UFC show pumps me up. I am super hyped for this show. I'm going to pull up the prelims right now, and you're going to get my live reactions. It's like I said earlier, it's like a kid on Christmas if you're an MMA fan today. It's just a very exciting day. Not even just the main event with Khabib and McGregor, but everything else is just great too. It's a really good card. You have a lot of great fighters on there, a lot of people. I feel like with this show, there's a lot of fighters on the show that maybe the casuals don't know or they haven't taken notice to, but hopefully with all the casuals tuning into this show, they'll get attached to these fighters because there's a lot of good fighters on this show that should be bigger stars than they are. But, this is where they prove themselves tonight, so. Fight Pass prelims are live. Let's do it. Are they not on yet? Okay, it says they're live now that I clicked on it. Nothing came up. Let's try to get this. Maybe I need to go to live stream. I'm not used to this freaking this website. Let's go to 24-hour stream and see what comes up there. Yeah, I'm probably going to be drinking today too, so it's going to be a pretty good thing. I have an old bottle. It's probably going to be disgusting because it's old, it's been open, but I think we're going to do it. We're going to do a drunk stream for my first stream. There we go. I think this should work now, maybe. Let's see. I mean, hopefully it does work. Loading. Probably not going to start the drinking into the actual show because it'd be kind of pointless to drink for these pre-fights. They're probably going to be good. Let's see. I don't know any of the people on the pre-fight though, so or the prelims for the Fight Pass. Other than that girl who lost to Cyborg, I know who that is. Turn this up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. Hopefully we get some good fights. Tonya, let's see what this guy can do. 8 wins by submission, 5 first-round finishes. Okay. All these UFC fighters nowadays have really impressive records, I've noticed. Like, I don't know these guys because they're on the very early shows, the very early prelim fights, but it seems like every single time I see one of these new guys, it's like 10 wins, first-round knockouts, undefeated. So I think these people, these fighters, they'll get bigger once they work their way up the prelims. They can get on pay-per-view, more people notice them, but just not enough people watch these pre-fights. And watching these pre-fights, to a hardcore fan like me who loves fighting, it's entertaining, but a lot of people aren't watching these. A lot of people don't care. They care about the main shows. So until you're at the main pay-per-view level, I don't think you're going to get that big. So. But, I'm excited to see this is a good fight. First fight of the night. say I most likely will be getting the alcohol out when the show starts, or at least before, a little bit before, maybe the last fight of the prelims. I'm hyped for every single fight on this card. I don't even know these guys, but just the main events just got me hyped. You know, the whole main card too, it's great. You know, maybe the casuals, it doesn't look too appealing because they don't know who they are other than, you know, McGregor, but it's a really good card. I'll be very disappointed if the card ends up sucking. Yeah, I don't know these two guys, so let's see if they impress me. Let's see if I see what I like. You know, you'll make a new fan out of me with these, you know, the good knockout or whatever, just a good fight. I want to see that. I want to see something good. You know, have these guys work their way up the card. You know, it kind of sucks being the first guy out there, you know, with barely anyone in the crowd, but, you know, what can you do? You know, you got to make a name for yourself somehow. I don't know how loud the TV is either, by the way. I got the fan running, so it's probably picking up louder on the phone. But yeah, for people just joining, I will be streaming the whole show, live reactions, and I will be getting pretty messed up tonight. I mean, I'm going to say that now. Pretty messed up. It's going to be a funny side, I think. Oh, let's get it. Only UFC can get me excited and woken up after only 3 hours of sleep. No. Had someone offer me food. Fuck no. Gotta watch this UFC show. Alright, here we go. First fight. Oh shit, already skipped a little bit. Okay. See, I don't know these guys, but unlike a lot of casuals, I want to know these guys, so I usually get into these fights. Nice leg kick. Okay, they're banging pretty early on here. Another leg kick. It really helps how they have the names at the bottom with the corresponding color of their shorts too. For someone like me who don't know these guys. Ooh, that looked like a low blow. It was. Yeah. It didn't look that bad though. But you know, a kick in the nuts is a kick in the nuts regardless. Walk it off. Walk it off. Let's look at this again in slow motion. Ooh. Well, your first low blow of the night, I should take a shot every time there's a low blow or a legal eye gouge or something. Ooh, what a kick. He's missing a little bit. All it's going to take is one shot from this guy. He's throwing freaking bombs early on. He tire himself out. Right there's ooh, leg kick. I like a leg kick. You know, when someone just keeps working on the leg, you can see the welts. You know, they fall down. I like that. Systematic taking down of the ligaments. There's a smart way to say it, I suppose. Ooh, you can hear that. That was a nice kick. Right, first. Right, he's got him against the cage now. He can take it down. Are they gonna stand it back up?
And I think Tony Martin's submission game is highly underrated. I mean, he wins by submission. They're all different submissions. We're making chokes, inverted triangles, Kibolas, guillotine, key locks. I mean, you name it, this guy can spin it.
Another nice inside leg kick.
Now he's starting to adjust to that T kick and the flare kick. And spinning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts credentials.
Especially ones at that like Fabricio Coyce. So, Tony Mark's grappling certainly not lost on LaFlare coming in here tonight. My fans, check out the UFC store on your mobile device. Get your favorite fighter gear. More shot now. Receive 15% off during tonight's.
See, that's what's annoying when they just keep milking out products during the fights and just calling the action. I feel like it kind of takes away from the actual in-ring, you know, in cage or whatever, in octagon, you know, fighting. You know, let's promote this shirt. Just call the fucking action. I should take a shot every time they mention Conor McGregor or Conor and Khabib before the freaking actual pay-per-view happens. I'll be wasted already. Hard round to judge here. They're just basically filling each other out, missing shots, getting a couple in, a couple leg kicks from each. Ooh, there's a good one.
You see them only throw a right hand, but those are the credentials for boxing against the southpaw. You want to keep firing the right hand, you take away the jab, you just try to throw that lead hand of LaFlare into the
He caught him. Martin caught him. Or caught him.
He's just firing and countering LaFlare.
Looked a little more of a trip though. Than it was him being rocked.
As we come up on the one-man mark here in this opening round.
Yeah, I think he realizes he's got that right hand dialed in. Seeing LaFlare stumble like that.
Well, LaFlare would do well to break the timing that Martin's countering aggressive. So you got to think a little bit more. To think the best of the timing for Martin to run that kind of way.
There's the new partner.
LaFlare's starting to settle. He's starting to read it. Guessing a little bit more. Now he's got talent.
Are you shocked that more fighters don't switch stances and create more possibilities?
Realistically, no.
Who's on commentary? Joe Rogan and Dominick Cruz. Is that it?
And then your defense goes away when you switch it on to it. So
Surprised DC isn't here.
Martin's been landing the uppercut.
Although I'm not really that big of a fan of DC on commentary. I don't know why. I like DC as a fighter, but commentator he just doesn't do it for me. Alright. Make something happen. Come on. That was all right. Nothing too special. Entertaining, you know. A lot of punches thrown. Didn't really go to the ground. It wasn't any wrestling at all. Actually, they clinched for a couple of seconds, but that right hand from Martin, it looked like it rocked him. But you know, like I said, they're just basically filling each other out. Hopefully, the action picks up in the second round. But it was a decent round there. Decent first round of the night.
Coming up next, on pay-per-view, the biggest fight in UFC history, Russian dominator Khabib Nurmagomedov put his undisputed lightweight title on the line against two-weight champion.
Can't believe we're only, what, 5 hours away from that. So fucking hyped. They got my money. As they usually do. You know, I don't stream my shit illegally, I actually pay for it. You know, if these guys are gonna go out there and bust their ass, you know, the least I can give them is $60.
Too much emotion around the floor. He did tell me Tuesday that Martin's been yapping a lot, and he feels like that has actually fueled his fire coming in here tonight.
Body shot there. Once again, you know, filling each other out here. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Second time. That time he knocked him down though. Second time Martin rocked him. This time he's actually capped. It's over. Nope. That was close. I thought they were going to stop it there. He's getting rocked. He's just getting fucking bombs on him. Okay. I think he's going to survive on the mat. A few more shots and they're going to stop. Oh, smart. Oh, he's bleeding now. He got some color in the first fight of the night.
But on the other hand, I mean, he's so good with his top position. I mean, he's a submission specialist. But I also think he's having some really good success with ground and pound. But he's got to get out of this back guard position. Ryan LaFlare is going to be able to hold on to him here and at the very least try to get a little bit of his senses back. So for Ryan, this is like best case scenario.
What's up with the focus here?
Hasn't gotten too much on since he finished up with him. And, you know,
Now he's just laying on him. Looking to make a transition to half guard, looks like. Last round you can go either way, but this round definitely LaFlare's losing. Easily losing here. Oh, he's going for Kimura. Oh, out of it. Try to see who's in the crowd there.
If Tony decides to scramble, pop that leg out, and switch his hips, it should be inside control here. There's very little there. It's all just whether or not he decides to make a big move. But it seems to me that he's trying to hold down one of those arms. Again, he's a Kimura specialist. And he's okay, he's going to give up his back here. Brian's taking a big game from here.
Just gonna get a rear naked choke in.
And he's struggling. Look at where his arm position is. I mean, Tony's doing a really good job of controlling the right arm. But Ryan looks like he's going to explode. All right, good job by Mark. By Ryan, rather. Got back to guard. That was a tricky little situation there. Touch and go.
Right now we're seeing Martin just putting the clock and he's grinding out there, taking away some of the...
Not a lot happening here.
This is not where
Not a lot happening here. Other than him getting rocked and then getting pounded off a little bit. It's over. He's gonna tap. Did he go?
He's good. This is good. He's got that leg.
He's gonna tap. Push himself out. Oh, that's tight. He's gonna win. You gotta stay calm when they were doing these submissions. You can't panic because then you get caught even more.
LaFlare is buying him some time. He's got a little bit of air in there where he's trying to hold the Tony Martin with his arms out, squeezing. And he's getting tired. He's going to choke.
Nice, and they're back up. Wow. Nice. That was very nice.
This is his 17th pro fight tonight.
We're talking about a guy who survived against David Maynard.
Going 25.
Yeah. 5 pounds, getting that guy all over you. If you can survive that,
Just licking.
serious. See how slow that right hand came from Martin? Those arms got a lot of lactic acid.
Ooh, Superman punch. He's tried that multiple times. That was the closest thing he could go. This is an entertaining fight so far. Very entertaining first fight of the night. Nothing amazing, but it's very entertaining. Very competitive. I mean, the start of the second round was very dominant. But yeah, he still won that round from the... There's again. Boom. Nice. I thought it was over there. Ooh. Twice I thought that LaFlare was out of it, you know, when he got rocked, and then when he was in the darts choke there, but he got out of both of them, so still lost that round easily though.
His left hand is so low, and you gotta follow the hooks. All right? Don't be square.
All right, let's see if this goes to the decision, which it most likely will.
Close first round, clearly the second round goes to Tony Martin. But I like the Martin right hand in the first round as well. When we talk about the most significant strikes, it was a kick to the body.
Yeah, definitely Martin won the second round. The first round, I don't know. It was a good back and forth.
Yeah, I agree. And I think with squaring up the floor, which is what doesn't want to do, is that team kick is going to squares him up. See how squares does look at that team kick. If he takes that kick away, he might be a little bit more sideways working that right hand so much.
Nice straight right from Tony Martin. LaFlare trying to move forward and close the distance with urgency here in early round 3.
Ooh, nice exchange there.
Well, seemed to recover pretty well. He's still looking quick in this third.
Ooh, went for a punch leg kick to Martin.
And Joe, that's because he's not faking before he goes. He's loading, and Martin's just reading the load and firing.
Yep.
If you fake, you don't load as much.
Ooh. Is that it? Wow. Wow. Leg kick right to the head. And then punches to finish it off. What a great finish. I thought it was a good decision. Ooh. He's out of it. Wow. That was great. What a great knockout. That was awesome. Decent fight. An entertaining fight there. I'd say a good start off to the paper, or not to the pay-per-view, but to the night of fights. There it is again. Boom. Nice.
Take another look from a different angle here. My man didn't get me clean as that. Look, sets it up, shields it with the right hand.
Love a nice high kick. Looks
Right
nice.
high kick right behind it. Blammo.
That's the next level, ladies and gentlemen. You're following, you're setting the kick up with the hand, and then you can't see the kick coming.
Anthony Rocco Martin, as announced by Bruce and Puffer earlier tonight, with one of the bigger wins of his
Definitely thought that was going to go to a decision, but you never know what's going to happen. That was very sudden.
Knockout. LaFlare is back to his feet now. That is a good sign. But this one belongs to Tony Martin. The first leg of the parlays in. It just needs Khabib to finish the job. But a huge effort out of Tony Martin tonight as he moves to 2-0 as a welterweight.
Oh, first knockout tonight. Hopefully a mini.
To make this one official. Well-dressed first.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Coyote has brought a stop to this contest at 1 minute of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO.
What's up, Lewis? How's it going? Watching the fights?
It really looks like this move up to welterweight is absolutely the right decision for you. You look fantastic, and tonight, big victory over Ryan LaFlare is a really tough guy.
A little cockiness there.
Round 1, you were dialing that right hand in. Round 2, you really found a home for it. You had it really dazed at one point with some ground and pound in round 2. But man, let's take a look at the high kick knockout from round 3.
Some guys on the prelims. I don't know who these guys are. Well, I do now, but I didn't know before. It's gonna be a little while for the big stars come on. I think the pay-per-view starts in like 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours. That's when it starts. I'm pretty sure. Oh fuck! What the fuck's up with this guy? I like him though. First time I've seen him fight, pretty impressive. So the first fight, we get a head kick finish. I like it. I like it. Like I said, not an amazing technical fight. There wasn't a lot of wrestling, but it was exciting, entertaining. Now we're going to listen to talking for like 5 to 10 minutes before we get another fight. Why is there a Donald Trump fucking thing on my ass?
Download the UFC app today. Well, later tonight, only on pay-per-view.
Shit is a fall.
The ubiquitous Conor McGregor.
Come on, stay up. Most likely gonna fall
In the
down.
UFC, a lot can happen over the course of 2 years. Titles can switch hands.
Tony Ferguson is the UFC interim lightweight champion of the world.
Yep, and he got injured.
Can rise. New kings take the throne.
Alright, though.
Sometimes
Go through video
it's not
packages.
fair that you notice. But what's been missing?
When Conor McGregor fights, there's this inescapable feeling that you're witnessing something that comes along once in a lifetime.
This is the biggest superstar the sport has ever seen.
Not only is he the biggest
Yeah, check something. Hopefully this isn't in the stream. I don't think it.
Beats finally crystallized. It was him who brought the whole country of Ireland into the fray. Just as it was him that declared he wasn't here to take part, but here to take over. All shades of green.
I don't mind video packages, but we'll probably can see them against the pay-per-view, so.
Greatness is a loosely used term that McGregor gave actual meaning to. If he talked a big game, he backed it up.
Nothing's gonna top McGregor. Like 2015, 2016. Even now, he was just so good at the press conferences. Even, like I said, better than now.
If the stakes rose in the process, he ascended to greater heights still. His falls fell in time, but the records he broke. He called the one shot that made him a legend. And delivered the next shot legendary.
Yeah.
As if it were a
Been saving up a lot of money, too, to get this fight while I'm in jail. I had to scrub a lot of toilets, do a lot of favors. You know what I mean? I'm not proud of it, but it's UFC. You got to do what you got to do to watch the big fights.
Now that belief is back to the test. War is in the air. After 2 years away, the man has emerged.
I just want some more fights. Come on, get to the fights.
Antagonist who gives rise to
I know they got to fill time, but still.
fills the air with bitter tension. A champion in his own right, an undefeated, imposing, dominant force, who believes that greatness is ultimately transferable, and whose sole desire is to take everything McGregor has built away. Greatness is always prepared to prove and prove again that there can only be one king, that he's been here all along, waiting, ready to take back this, and to remind everyone that it doesn't matter who starts it. History only.
Sorry, in this second, guys. I gotta just... There we go.
And with that fine backdrop, we welcome you to the broadcast booth for the first time tonight, John and Joe Rogan. Now, this fight's so big, I thought Rogan might wear makeup for the first time.
3 hours to the pay-per-view. These are just the pre-fights, the pre-show. You know, the fights on Fox, the fights on the Fight Pass. The main event's probably like 5 hours away, honestly. But the card's pretty good. It's gonna be entertaining, so it's not gonna feel like 5 hours at all, in my opinion. Because that fight went by pretty. It's already been 30 minutes. It felt like nothing. Because that last fight was pretty entertaining.
We've seen this time and time again in styles, but has Conor ever competed with somebody who can grapple the way to Mike that? And what you have in Ireland, a compete that has that level of
This fucking thing is set up right.
and then he crosses over it.
I gotta get this shit on. Give me a second.
We just don't see it. And I don't dare mention the words ring and rust together in the presence of Dominick, but it is hard to quantify how many improvements McGregor has made.
Close. That's good enough. I expect the camera to fall at least once during this stream. Ooh, that card is so fucking good. So many stars in that show. In that card. There's only like 2 people on that whole show I don't know, so that's, you know, something. But fuck, come on, focus in.
UFC 229 on pay-per-view, which you can order right now.
Right, next fight.
Michigan State's Greg Maynard and Minnesota's Nick Lentz will now see who reigns supreme inside the octagon. The two-time U.S. title challenger at 155 pounds, Greg Maynard has been testing his skills at featherweight over the last 2 years.
I don't know these two, so call me a casual all you want. I just don't know these two people. The only person I'm gonna know on these pre-fights is the woman who lost Cyborg at like UFC 221 or 2, whichever one. That was a nice fucking judo flip. I feel like it's a requirement in the UFC where you have to have tattoos. At least it seems like, because everyone in the UFC has tattoos. You see, now I feel bad because I've been watching UFC my whole life and I don't even remember this guy just had, what, 21 appearances, they just said? First round finishes. I guess that's pretty good out of 21 or however many he has. I guess that's overall, not just UFC. Main event should be like 5 hours away. It's almost there. And the main card starts in 2 hours now. 2 hours, I think. I don't know these guys. The other guy has 21st fights or 21 fights in UFC. This guy has 20, I think they said. I don't know these guys. I feel like I should definitely know these guys with all the fights that they've had in the UFC. Like, are these guys just always pre-fight guys? Prelims? See some fights, come on. Hype. This guy's wins over Kenny Florian, Nate Diaz, and Frankie Edgar. Wow. It's a pretty damn good list. Especially Edgar. Edgar was a fucking beast in his time. Still is. Oh yeah? I just can't wait to get the alcohol out. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm going to say maybe 20, 30 minutes before the actual card, so about an hour and a half I'm getting that shit out. I'm going to get messed up. I'm going to say I'm just getting messed up watching fights like everyone else. Or at least most people do, the freaking crowd. One of the legends of the ref game. I'll focus in.
A guy who was most definitely on a championship trajectory. We'll see how it goes for Maynard if he wants to return to competition.
All right, here we go. Second fight of the night.
Great chunks. Nick Lentz out of southpaw stances in play.
Watch the timing of the left hand of Lentz. He's got a good left hand and he sets it up with that right hook and he starts it. Real well.
Ooh, you can hear that leg kick.
Lentz heavily to that big leg of Maynard.
Another one.
Those are the numbers. You gotta start checking.
Maynard went 2-1 at 145 pounds before moving back up here tonight.
Misses a punch.
Lentz believes Craig Maynard's just too slow for him. That he's making him
Ooh,
So
ooh.
let's see if Lentz is able to just pick him apart the way he said. Hey, Craig Maynard, he's just really bad.
Maynard's rock. Come on, capitalize. Didn't have time to recover there. He had him against the cage. He wasn't even closing in. Now he's going for a takedown, looks like. Nope.
He's still
Yeah, he's dead. He doesn't know where he's at right now. He may get another finish. 2 for 2 already. Ooh. Come on, is he going to defend himself? What the fuck's he doing?
I think if he's even finishing right here, he really does. You can tell. And realistically, he doesn't need to rush the finish here. He's already tapped Craig Maynard to take shots. Take his time. Be patient. Wear on Maynard. That's what we're seeing here. Smart play on this.
He's definitely outclassing him right now. He just got him hooked up and just
He's a bar.
punched him. He can't defend him.
These are big shots. This is punishment. Right?
This is punishment, but I mean, it's overall.
He has to try to push himself off the cage. Yep, he did.
He's been some crazy numbers, and the main
He's still down though. He took him back down. Now he's going to go for a choke.
About the epic fights.
Oh, he got out of it. Come on. Ooh, I fell. I went for a knee and just fell. Right, they're backstabbing.
Came in with 59 takedowns, landed number 8 all-time.
Ooh, nice body shot. Then, you know, you go to that body shot, you hit it, but then you leave yourself vulnerable. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, needed the midsection. And again, he's in the same position. It's over. They're going to stop it. Nope, he got up again. Ooh.
That's what Maynard needs to do. He needs to just start brawling. I mean, right now he's getting overwhelmed with nations. Nick Lentz is all over him.
Lentz training at a combat club over Henry Hoof, Tommy Bars.
Try to push himself up again. Oh,
Nick has an excellent guillotine. That is very tight. The arms
see a
trap.
tap?
He really is a specialist with this technique. And he's rolling him over. He's on top. This is going to be super tight here. Oh,
Nope, got out. 2 fights in a row where a guy looked like he was finished and he got out of a submission.
It's to the crowd. They cheered when he made an escape.
Oh, just slams his head down.
Oh,
well.
huge elbow there.
It's like I'm fucking watching a bee just systematically ground and pound right now on this guy.
Unless he's going to try those running bell dogs, he needs to get undercuts, get to a head, get out the flat of his back. He's going to take a lot of damage here by Lentz.
See the damage on that left leg, too.
John, just sport jiu-jitsu, how important is it to not be flat on your back?
Another elbow. He's just got to try to get up or make it through the round. Get stood back up.
Now he's even punched his back, so
He's just getting the shit beat out of him this round.
get moving, use that fence to round. He has a little bit of time ahead. He needs underlegs, not overlegs. So get that bottom leg out. Right now, Lentz is just anchoring to the floor down heavily and really heavy.
He's looking the same side as Pat. And Nick Lentz is just mauling him here. And he looks for the neck again.
45 seconds to go in the round.
As we see where that is.
Ooh, that elbow though. Oh, they're gonna stop it. He's not defending himself. Very, very close. A couple more punches and that would have been it. Right now it's the prelims, the very early ones on Fight Pass. So a couple of guys that aren't very known, because I don't even know these guys, but the main show starts in, I believe, an hour and a half, close to that. So McGregor and Khabib will probably be fighting a couple, 4 hours, maybe give or take 4 hours. At most 5. That guy got fucked up. Maynard got fucked up that round. He couldn't recover. A couple of times he was just getting pounded on if they were going to stop it. He was almost submitted. He just couldn't get up. You know, he couldn't get his footing. That was just the dominating round there. No back and forth there. He did go one good body shot in though, but that's, you know, you leave yourself out there for a little kick to the body. You know, they're going to catch your leg. They're going to fucking rock you, and that's what happened.
You're changing rhythm with my legs. Straight right's going to be there, but you're getting ready to watch, okay? Head back a little bit of water for me. Okay, okay? Listen, I believe it's
Tough round to watch if you are a Gray Maynard fan.
Yeah, that was just dominating.
Lentz was just all over him. Bang. Right hand on the chin, stunned him with that one, but cooked him many times. That was a hard one. That one really made him sit
I
back.
missed that. He actually got a punch in on that. But other than that, it was just domination. Knee to the midsection. And just raining down punches.
Brutal.
That elbow, though. Ooh.
Nasty ground and pound. Big round for Nick Lentz.
What I like is Lentz is coming out southpaw and he'll throw the right hook. And it's switched to conventional and come with an overhand right. So Gray Maynard's not sure which direction those punches are coming.
I mean, you gotta do something different because it's obviously not working. You guys asked me the first round. See what happens here. I've seen people come back from worse. I get poked in the eye. See, the first fight we had a low blow. Did Herrig get an eye poke? I was thinking about taking shots every time that there was something illegal thrown. I would have already had to take two. And we're not even on the fucking actual Fox pre-show yet. It's just the early freaking prelims. First 2 out of 12 fights. Ooh. Eye pokes are so hard to watch, especially when they show them in slow motion. Just, oh. What? Oh, I thought you stopped the fight. I was like, what the hell? It didn't look that bad. But you never know. Doctor's in. Come on, focus in.
I mean, I really think that the pride gloves, with more curve to them, that almost forced your hands in a good position, are much better.
I want to see the fight continue. Is he good? Yep. It's good.
I know there's less fights in pride, but go back and watch and see how few eyeballs do it. And almost all fighters agree with it.
Take a shot every time Joe Rogan complains about the judges with the rules of MMA. I mean, he's justified, but still.
What you were saying earlier, people switching stance. How is he Maynard come the way he needs to? He needs to.
See if Maynard can make a comeback here. Ooh. He's throwing some bombs early on.
He's not like the back. Yeah, he left the right hand there too. He left the body. He's moving now. It looks more away definitely.
Ooh. Heavy hit. He's wobbled. He's rocked. He's rocked. He's wobbly. He's still rushing in, throwing punches though. This is a good fight. You know, the first round was dominating, but it was entertaining. This is a good fight. Oh, another head kick. What? 2 fights in a row. 2 out of 2 where we have a head kick and then followed up by punches to end it. Wow. 2 in a row. I love it.
Nick Lentz, the proud father of 2. It's given him a lot of direction and purpose in his life, and we continue to see strong results out of Nick Lentz. He's now won 2 of his last 3.
It was an entertaining fight. You know, it was dominating. There was a lot of dominance in the first round, but entertaining nonetheless. There's the kick. 2 in a row. He just fucking almost face planted it. Yeah, the stoppage did seem a little bit early there. He could have recovered from that. Even he was a little pissed at the stoppage. I don't think he was out.
We just saw that knockout by Tonya. Same setup.
So Maynard back to his feet, disappointingly so. Slight protest on stoppers.
Well, I mean, it's nothing to respect for Ray. He can take damage, but
We can complain about the stoppage the whole time. They're not going to fucking restart the fight. You lost.
Now, Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Berkeley out this call to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 19 seconds of the second round. Declared the winner by TKO.
Here with the winner, think less. First of all, Nick, congratulations on a victory over a real veteran in Maynard. I think this fight really highlighted the improvement and the development of your striking.
First and foremost, I want to give out a shout out to my homie Brett Kavanaugh. Where he going special K. And on top of that,
Fuck.
I'm a new fighter, and I'll prove it today.
You tagged him with some really good shots earlier in the fight, but this head kick combination.
Starts to end earlier.
Set it up. Let's take a look at it here. The end of the fight, you had him in some trouble, but this is a beautiful right head kick over the shoulder, and referee had seen enough at that point.
Yeah, you know, I felt like this bitch is southpaw for a while, but I was being chicken about it. I'm one of the best strikers in the world in my southpaw, and I'll prove it today. Open hit. If anyone wants to fight me, I can get the bottom of the UFC, top of the UFC. If you want something, all you gotta do is ask.
Congratulations on a very impressive victory.
I don't think anyone's gonna be calling this guy out, honestly, you know. But you know, I guess he feels he's that important. Wrestling in the second fight of the night on the fucking Fight Pass prelims that 1,000 people are gonna watch. But impressive though. It was impressive.
A couple finishes to kick off the evening, and coming up, we will segue to the women's bantamweight division. Swedish one-time striker Lentz will try and make it 3.
Ooh, thought my shit cut out there. You see the TV though? I turned the TV on, so you should have out there. It was crazy. Khabib fucking knocked out Conor. I showed it live on stream. Tell all your friends about me. You're gonna see all the UFC fights here for free. Just showed everyone, the whole world. Hopefully it was visible. Alright, I'm gonna go get something to drink while they're just fucking showing promos that they're gonna show later on anyway. Keep showing the fights. You see them? I mean, I'm hoping you guys see them. Like I said, if you knocked them out, I'm just so hyped for this fight. I cannot begin to explain. I feel like this is one of those days where you can fully admit that you like watching two sweaty men fight in a cage and you won't get made fun of. This is the thing too on the prelims. When they have early finishes, like the fights don't go the full 15 minutes, they always have to fucking talk and show video packages so they fill up the time. That card, every time they show that card, those 5 fights on the main pay-per-view that starts in a couple of hours, just gets me hyped. So much stars on that show. Michelle Waterson, Derrick Lewis, OSP, Tony Ferguson, Anthony Pettis, the 2 guys in the main event. I mean, usually with these pay-per-view cards, you'll get like one main event where the fighters are well known, 2 stars, maybe the co-main event, and then the rest of the cards just a bunch of nobodies that no one cares about. Here, it's like the whole card is stacked. I love it. Imagine if every pay-per-view was like this. It'd be like fucking UFC in the late 2000s, where everything was just fucking awesome. Where everyone was a star. I think maybe two guys who don't, get enough credit that they, they don't get the credit that they should. It's Tony Ferguson and Anthony Pettis. That's why they're the co-main event. They're two really good fighters. The casuals might not like them. They might not even know who they are, but I think they'll prove themselves tonight. Like I said, with the card, I know a lot of these fighters, but a lot of people might not. A lot of people tuning in just see McGregor. Maybe these fighters can open some eyes to these casuals. Hopefully they do. Whoever wins this is going to take on whoever wins Pettis and Ferguson, or at least that's how it should be. And then we got 4 fights on FS1, and then we get to the main card. It's going to be a little while. It's going to be a little long. It's going to be a little tension building before we get to that big show.
Jussier, Formiga. Before we get there, though, it'll be Yana, Kunitskaya, and Lina, Lansberg. And I think for Yana, Joe, who fought for Cyborg last time out, there will be some valuable experience gained with Fight Week and everything that came with trying to fight off that Cyborg challenge.
I mean, at least I know this girl because she fucking fought Cyborg in the main event. That's why I know her. Her opponent looks like Kendra Lust a little bit. A little less endowed in some places, but in the face, kind of looks like Kendra Lust. Most women's MMA matches are boring and they usually suck, but every once in a while you get a good one, so let's see. Third fight.
Well, wins are expected to be flying tonight when two of the best strikers in the women's bantamweight division, Lina, Lansberg, and Yana, Kunitskaya, collide in the octagon. The former Invicta FC bantamweight champion, Russia's Kunitskaya, has ended 7-0 for 10 pro MMA wins by knockout. Tally shows the axe here at this spot tonight against Sweden's elbow. A ferocious competitor, Lansberg's UFC wins.
I don't know who Lansberg is. I feel like I should, but. Okay, with makeup, she looked like Kendra Lust. Elbow Queen, that's kind of a shitty nickname, but worse for you. This Yana girl looks great, though, in my opinion. Even without makeup. I was thinking of a drinking game to do, and I was thinking maybe do a drinking game every time a fighter walks out to fucking Imagine Dragons. Jesus Christ. I mean, I think that's who this is. I don't know who this is. I hate Imagine Dragons, but it sounds like them. don't like the match Jags, but their songs are catchy, though. I will admit that. Kind of like Drake, you know, they get stuck in your head. You might not like the artist, but
Kunitskaya getting a lot of different looks here in later UFC career. Lina Lansberg, fifth UFC appearance for her, so more UFC experience, and this division is really wide open, and that is a fat not lost on Lina Lansberg as she makes the walk for a big one.
She is the Swedish Nordic championship of Muay Thai multiple times. Two-time IFMA Muay Thai world champion, so she has the accolades. Technically, with Kunitskaya, I think we're going to see a seasoned strike battle between these ladies. And really, this is a big factor in the same how she can move forward in the division. She's had up and downs in her career, but this is a real bitter, very, very well-matched matchup. And I can't wait.
And they both have experienced the same rite of passage. They both got to call the UFC Fight Sidebar. They both got off. So
see, I didn't know that they both lost the side quarter, but
this is an opportunity to really, truly show your skill against the
alright, I'm gonna plug my phone in. Hopefully, it doesn't fuck with the screen. Plug it into a computer. I'm gonna try to move this over here. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Too much cords everywhere.
She left home to go to Peter City, landing in Gothenburg, Muay Thai. That was her first contact with mixed martial arts. Her first contact with her eventual significant other here at Kunitskaya. And now here is Lansberg trying to make it 2 straight wins inside the octagon.
Try it.
36 years old, established herself as a bona fide middleweight title contender. As for her last appearance against Jussier, she said, I did my job, but I need more action, more output. We'll see if
Come on, turn on.
she desired result here tonight. Here's your talented Lina Lansberg, 36. Kunitskaya still just 28. Lansberg, the taller woman by an inch, by a huge advantage of 3 inches with the prohibitive favorite, Yana Kunitskaya. Right after the introductions, back inside the response.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner, a big martial artist holding a professional record, 10 wins, 4 losses, 1 no contest. She's had 5 beats and pitches hard.
She's actually the favorite to win. I'm a little surprised there. I'm thinking they both lost the sideboard, which I didn't know about.
And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a fighter holding a professional record, 8 wins, 3 losses. She's had 5 beats and pitches hard.
This is a little bit spray. Women's fights usually aren't too good. Oh yeah, man, I got a lot of decorations. A lot of pictures in the background, a lot of posters. What the fuck? That's weird. Plugged my phone in and some random ass shit came in. I thought I was getting hacked or something. Someone hacking me watching the stream right now?
The monster that's UFC 229, Lina Lansberg, 5th UFC start for her here tonight. Against Yana Kunitskaya, who has more pro experience. Has fought some big names, not just sideboard. Twice has fought Tonya, Evinger. Lansberg will not already taking control of the octagon.
Let's get it. First of 2 women's fights on the card, I think.
She's extremely durable. That's what I remember of the one hand because how much she can take and she'll break you when you're trying to hit her. She just takes a lot of damage. She just beat it.
I'm not a fan of women's MMA either. You know, it's whatever.
Lansberg has double underhooks here. Kunitskaya with a short lead.
Ooh, nice takedown. Very good takedown.
No judo there.
I mean, you're not lying. They either belong in the kitchen or on your. But if you can continue that, this is going a little bit too far here.
Strikers to like this one. Early level change and secure takedown from Yana Kunitskaya.
I'm just. You know, there's some fucking Indian watching this show on pay-per-view right now or whatever, streaming it legally, and he's fucking watching these women fucking looking at their feet, just fucking. I mean, we'll see. I mean, if fucking Khabib loses tonight, you know, who knows? I say I don't like women in MMA. The only time women in MMA are good is when they're fucking around the cage, you know, the ring girls. I mean, if they show me something in the cage, you know, I'm gonna be fans. I'm like Ronda Rousey before she got fucking destroyed twice. You know, Misha Tate. There are good women's MMA fighters out there, but for the most part, a lot of them are just boring. Cyborg too. I mean, I don't know if you count her as a woman, but if you do, you know, she's pretty impressive. It's like with the women in UFC, it's like they're either hot, but they suck ass at fighting, or they look like men and they're really good. So it's just a lose-lose situation. Like the two dominant women out there, fucking Amanda Nunes and Cyborg. Look at them; they're not really. They look like fucking dudes. And then you got someone like Paige Van Zandt who loses a lot. You know, she sucks, but you know, she looks good. So it's like a double-edged sword. I guess Ronda Rousey, the reason why she was so popular is because she had it both. She was a good fighter and she looked decent. This fight's boring so far. They're just hugging each other on the ground. Now they're hugging each other against the cage. Rest in peace, China. DX for life. Fucking love that shit in the 90s. China was great. Not a lot happening here. I mean, I like, you know, amateur wrestling inside the cage. I'm a fan of transitions. I'm not one of those people who think that groundwork's boring, but I mean, 2 takedowns now. There's another takedown, but other than that, they're just laying on top of each other or against the cage.
Keeps trying to trap that left arm. So far now, then Lansberg's got taken that twice to see if the corner makes the adjustment. Says, well, let's keep your free flow and moving because so far she's got dominated.
Hey, the SWJ Warriors would fucking have an outrage at that. I mean, I'm all for some bra and panties matches, you know, but I don't think we're going to get that in the cage. I mean, I can hook you up with some good wrestling. Some good women's wrestling on a website if you're over 18. You know, maybe I'll send you a link. I mean, they're actually in a cage, I'm not kidding, but after that, you know. Other than the 2 nice judo throws, that was just kind of eh. That was a fucking... The last 2 fights were good. This one's just... I'm telling you, women's MMA sucks. I'm giving it a chance here. You know, I'm watching it. I'm not taking a piss break like a lot of people do during these. I'm giving it a chance. And I felt like this girl, people are going to, you know, automatically write her off because this is her second fight. Her first one she lost to Cyborg, but she's pretty impressive, you know. I've seen some of her highlights on YouTube. She's pretty decent. I mean, I'm pretty sure if any of us fucking fought Chris Cyborg, we would get raped too. Oh, I admit I'd get raped by fucking probably these two. Not that I wouldn't like it, but... Alright, second round. Hopefully this is better than the first round. All they have to do is throw fucking 10 punches each and it'll be better than the first round. I want to say Khabib, but Conor's proven the world wrong time and time again. They said he couldn't beat Aldo, he did. You know, I think he'll pull it out. I think McGregor's going to get a knockout, and if he does, I will go insane. But I honestly think he's going to. People are predicting that Khabib's just going to wrestle him down and ground and pound for 5 rounds. I think he's going to catch him. I hope he does. I like Conor. I know a lot of people don't like. I like both guys, but I think the UFC will benefit more if Conor wins because he is such a big star, and you know his star power will rise even more if he wins. Say for Khabib though, if he wins, you know he'll be elevated, but he won't be nowhere near as big a star as McGregor. You have to actually be able to trash talk to be huge in MMA, you know, whether people like to hear that or not. You know, you have to have a character, you have to have personality, you have to sell fights. You can't just be some boring fucking jamoke who does takedowns for 25 minutes and hugs you.
Yeah, I think the time that Lansberg's back on the bottom and fighting off Yana is really changing quite a bit. That's going to hit a lot of strikes even at the beginning of the season.
This fight's making me tired. I only got 3 hours of sleep. The last 2 fights kept me entertained. They kept me awake, but this one, they're just hugging against the cage. I'm not one of those guys who just wants to see fucking stand up. You know, I like ground shit and transitions, but even the refs split them up because they're not doing shit. At the last UFC pay-per-view, though, that one woman, Jessica Andrade, one-hit knockout power, that was impressive. That's what I want to see with the women. Every time I see women's fighting, I just see them punching, missing, and then hugging. You know? They don't really have punching. They don't really have knockout power behind their punches. You know, they're fucking women. You know, unless you're built like a man in the women's division, like Chris Cyborg. You know, usually don't see a lot of knockouts. You know, they might prove me wrong here, but I hope they do prove me wrong.
She wants to move forward, but Kunitskaya doing so well with the two kicks to the gut and to the face that is keeping her where she doesn't want to be, which is a range. Usually, Lansberg likes to be in the pocket, maybe up to the body clinch, but back to back shots. You see a good body shot there. But right now, it's all about keeping Lina at her range. Lansberg has landed just 17 total strikes in 8+ minutes now.
Back against the cage. I mean, there was some offense there. I'll give them that. That like minute right there was pretty entertaining.
You got to use that underhook scoop of hips to the right. So whichever side your underhook on is which way you should be sliding your hips. So you need one down. Lina's got her right underhook. She needs to slide her hips that way. And go with that left arm. Get an underhook on the left side. Double underhook to get you out of the guts. Right now, when you're in the over, see there, she's trying to cover you. So try to double, then she goes back to the other underhook. Reaches over the top of the neck. You can't do that. You need underhooks to kind of get off your fence. Right now, Yana's just controlling her with the underhooks. The head position and the knee position. As you see, Yana's knee position is a big part of this as well.
Yeah, so it's her positioning, it's her technique, and her physics.
True.
There's many things that are playing to Yana Kunitskaya.
I mean, Yana's winning. She's just fucking. She has the control time. You know, she's just fucking controlling her opponent. She's not doing much damage or any damage at all, but. Oh, she's in the submission, looks like. She got caught. Ooh. Get out of it. Getting a lot of... Every fight has had like a submission, a guillotine or a choke where it looks like it's going to be over and they get out of it.
Yana wants to step over the left leg of Lansberg, and she did it, so now Lansberg has the shot to take it back here. Yana needs to get over that left leg. Lina, she's going to win the transition, and she did. Lina did the right thing, going for that ball here. Let's try to fight off the
Well,
takedown.
round 2's over, so what, 10 minutes of fighting and only about a minute of it was exciting.
There's one thing you have to see the bulldog choke. When's the last time you saw one of those?
Taking a shot, that's a bad one.
Pennington against Ashley Evans Smith. That was the last fight. Last second, Stringer.
She did get a good knee, though. I missed that, too. And a nice fucking boot to the face. She did some damage, but... I mean, Yana's won 2 for 1, or 2-0 in my opinion, so... Lansberg's gonna have to get a knockout or submission to win. I mean, I'm no judge, you know, I've been wrong before, but just my opinion.
Just work with your hands. Don't throw your kicks. Let's start with your
Well, 5 brand new episodes of UFC 25 years and shorter coming soon to UFC Fight Pass. Get a full 360-degree view of Chuck Liddell's riveting career, Matt Hughes' road to
Chuck
recovery,
Liddell.
and President Donald Trump's history in combat sports. This compilation of captivating short films premieres exclusively on UFC Fight Pass.
I mean, Donald Trump's history in combat sports, wasn't he stunned by Steve Austin at one point? I mean, I know that's scripted, but still, I mean, it happened. That's technically a combat sport.
Division, Amanda Nunes will move up to challenge Cyborg later this year. These fighters could seemingly work their way up the ladder. A big 5 minutes in their respective careers will come here.
But there is a giant difference between the way Amanda Nunes hits people and the way these young ladies do.
Yep, like I said, if you're built like a man in the women's division, like Amanda Nunes, you're gonna fucking have some knockout power. Ooh.
I couldn't agree more. I was a little shocked by that as well.
Lansberg definitely way better on the ground. I see why Yana's just hugging her. And again, takedown. Now she's hugging her against the cage again. She knows she can't stand up. I mean, I would respect that if she was doing shit, other than just a couple of punches here and there.
And as you see here, Lina's up against the fence because she allows Yana to have that right underhook, and she needs to move her hips to the underhook side. And right now, with double underhooks at Yana, Lina Palma on the left, but she's got to be coming, switching on back and forth. You see Daniel Cormier do every anybody, but he's not flinching, never stops. He's never just stopping and squeezing you. He's always pounding.
Like a fucking Joe Rogan in the camera view there, just staring at their asses. He wasn't even commentating, he was just like in trance. Caught on camera, Joe Rogan, caught on camera. I mean, what else can you stare at them, hugging each other? I mean, come on, throw some punches. You have her face right there. Throw some fucking punches. Do something. Okay, there's a knee to the freaking thigh. That'll do so. Okay, that's just throwing some punches. Okay.
Complete efficient performance so far with 3 minutes to go. She secured all 4 of her takedown attempts.
She's landed a few shots and 2 throws. That's about it. Oh, there's no one. Okay, they're banging a little bit.
Lansberg in bed.
Lansberg would appear to need a finish as we approach week 1 of this 3rd round. Not going to get her moving back against the fence.
And watch the double underhook. She might go for that trip again. That's her move right there. It's a nice judo approach. She likes.
I can't remember last time I seen a fight against the cage more than this one.
You see how Lina's always aiming over the top, draped over the top of the arms. That's what's causing the issues. You're not seeing a ton of damage here, but what you're seeing is control. That's exhausting.
Okay. I mean, she's obviously going to win the decision. She's had multiple throws, octagon control. I would say 90% of the fucking fight's gone to her. But when they stand up, Lansberg definitely owns her standing. Which, I guess it's smart to cuddle her against the cage because, a win's a win, they say. But it's like Dana White said, if you're boring, then you're boring. Okay, she went for a takedown again. Nice takedown defense from Lansberg.
Two ladies who knew they could kickbox and said, let's grab her. You see that a lot. You got two specialists on the ground, they end up standing.
50 seconds left. Oh, the referee separates them twice. Twice in this fight. See, I'm not the only one who thinks this fight's boring. I mean, I'm not gonna say this is an awful fucking one of the worst fights I've ever seen, but it's just, Hopefully the opening main card women's match is better. I mean, I'm expecting more from that one. Oh. And the fight ends on the ground with hugging. I'll be right back. I gotta go fucking piss. At least I'm respectful and I don't do it during the fight. I gave him a chance,
Clearly has put in some good work there. Extreme Couture since moving her training camp to Las Vegas. Let's take a look back at the fight.
Then we take a look at that team from Yana Kunitskaya. And really, it's dominant. Here's the second round, left side control. Very, very dominant. In a clinch, very dominant with her takedowns. Just a clear-cut victory for Yana Kunitskaya.
Total strikes, over 100 more landed for Yana Kunitskaya. 5 takedowns on as many attempts. And full 2 rounds of control time for the running bandwidth contender Yana Kunitskaya. Did not number next to her name coming in here tonight. But all indications are she will win this fight and take Lina Lansberg's place in the rankings. And again, she just put confidence right out of the shoot. We talked about the valuable experience gained against Chris Sacco.
Okay, so I didn't piss yet, but I want to see who got the decision victory. It's pretty obvious.
You know you're not going to run into something like that again at 135 pounds. So she came in very confident, looking very strong as well.
All right, the scorecards have been tallied. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Yana.
What a shocker.
I'm here with Yana Kunitskaya. First of all, Yana, congratulations.
Can't miss the Joe Rogan interview.
Bantamweight debut. How good does it feel, first of all, to get your first UFC victory?
First decision of the night.
Your natural weight class.
The fuck? Talk louder. I can't even hear it.
Well, it was a good fight, and it was a fight in which you dominated the
It was a good fight, what?
takedowns and really were able to impose your skill set.
What match was fucking Joe Rogan watching?
Big screen up here.
I mean, it had its moments.
Several takedowns that you were able to what was the game plan coming in?
One boring woman fighter beat another boring woman fighter.
Most of the fight you wound up clinching.
The actual main show with McGregor and Khabib, a couple hours away. And then Khabib and McGregor is probably like 4 hours away. Right now it's almost 7 p.m. my time, and then the fight's going to start at like 10:30, 11, so 3.5, 4 hours, give or take.
So Yana a little bit hard on herself after that performance, but that's a W and a big one as she presses forward at 135 pounds.
Oh, you'll be sleeping. I was about to watching that women's fight.
UFC 229 Khabib versus McGregor is tonight on pay-per-view 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 in the West. You can order it right now.
Every time, I've said it multiple times, but every time they show that fight card for the main event, whew,
Tony Ferguson is back against Anthony Showtime.
Oh, damn. I mean, what you could do is just go to sleep, wake up, avoid spoilers, and try to find the fight online and watch it for free. Just keep off social media because you're going to see results. Oh, we're about to get the fight. That's what I was saying earlier, dude. Fucking Khabib. Fucking his last fight, that guy was like, what, rank 11? He hugged him the whole time. Like, I like wrestling, but not boring wrestling. I mean, that's why Khabib's not a star. The guy's 26-0, and no one knows who he is because he's boring, you know? You would think someone who has a 26-0 record would be a fucking megastar, but nope. I've said it multiple times, you have to have charisma, you have to have character, you have to have trash talking, you have to look good to be a, I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, Khabib, you know, I don't know. You have to have everything, and Khabib, he just doesn't have the talking, you know, the trash talking, that's it, he's just boring too. The casual fan isn't going to give a shit about your record unless you're, you know, you have character to back it up. How can you deny this, man? Because he fucking beat an 11 ranked fighter and he had to hug him the whole time and almost fell asleep. True. Alright, well, I'm gonna go piss. I'll be back while they're just gonna show shit that they're just gonna show later on. Alright, subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. You know, that's the least I can ask from you. You know, I'm going to be streaming every pay-per-view. Or at least my live reactions, you know. I think it should be fun, you know.
BT Sport Films presents Shoulder to Shoulder, Friday at 10 p.m.
Alright, thanks, man. Nice to meet you. You know, I always like talking to people all around the world, meeting new people. Fellow fight fans. This is a freaking Beaufort vlogs. I have to use a stream to watch the freaking F1 or FS1 pre-fights.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
The fuck?
UFC, the world leader in MMA. Experience it on FS1.
Later tonight on pay-per-view, two of the most iconic combat sports athletes in the world go toe-to-toe for the UFC Lightweight Championship. But first, the biggest night in UFC history begins on FS1.
I'm a little bit tired here.
Preliminary matchups. In the featured bout, a pair of top 5 flyweights clash in a pivotal showdown that could propel the winner to a title shot. Sergio Pettis has used speed and precision to reel off 5 wins in his last 6 fights, including a career-defining triumph over Joseph Rodriguez in his last outing. A win in Vegas could earn him a rematch against new champion Henry Cejudo. But to get there, he'll need to elude the deadly grappling arsenal of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Jussier and Formiga, who's coming off back-to-back submission wins. Plus, you can expect fireworks first when Vicente steps into the octagon.
Yo, I didn't see that fight, but in the in the package here, they showed a fucking highlights of some guy just getting choked out. He was like having a seizure. They can't side. Oh, there's another women's fight. Who the fuck is that? Alright, 2 more hours and we get to the main pay-per-view card. Wrong thing. And we're already buffering. That's real fucking cool. This fucking sucks. I'm getting a little bit tired. Like I said, 3 hours of sleep. Did the last fight fucking did me in, but hopefully these fights are entertaining. Keeps me awake. Jesus fucking Christ. You turn down the quality or something, maybe that'll stop the buffering. Nope, it's not gonna stop the fucking buffering. I like a guy who has some classic fucking 80s land metal as his theme song. This fight gonna buffer a lot. Another guy's fucking already in the freaking cage, doesn't even get an entrance. At least a televised entrance. I've seen this guy though. I don't know who the other guy is. God. Our first fight of FS1. That's why I saw this guy. He was on the fucking Nishida Andrews fight or card at the beginning of the year in Brazil. Oh yeah, we are.
In Las Vegas for UFC 229, Khabib versus McGregor. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting.
I don't want to jinx it, but so far it's been freezing in the last few minutes. If it buffers during the main event and then it skips ahead to the ending, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Jesus fucking Christ, come on.
The action begins. Our referee in charge, Jason. First assignment of the night for one of the best in the business, Jason Herzog, the beautiful Brooklyn legend. Getting started for round one. Thank you, Brooklyn. Ariane and Brittany, the UFC staple.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Watch the freaking fights. Now it's not even playing. It's fucking ridiculous. I guess I just wait.
Just put his left hand on him and the trick down there to the left.
He really caught that. Holtzman caught that with his glove.
I'm gonna have to fucking do this if I had the channel.
Oh, he got time for that.
Already fucking buffering.
Because you're seeing each time the Holtzman's throwing that right high kick, Patrick's firing something back. And even if you don't land, you gotta fire something so you make Holtzman think about that right high kick. Oh.
Beautiful left hand by Patrick. I like how he's moving awkwardly, giving him a lot of weird look.
What he's doing is feinting.
Yeah, the pay-per-view, $65, I think.
To the side and he's faking a lot. Now, see how he's moving his hands? That's hiding his kicks. That's hiding his movements. It looks like he's loading them, but he's actually hiding the punch when he's loading his hands. So things like that, odd throwing, Holtzman's timing. That's the fakes right there. He's trying to pull it out. And he's pulling it out. Holtzman's offense right now.
This is the first fight of the FS prelims. Ooh, nice leg kick.
Leg kick by Holtzman.
You see how wide Patrick's stance is. That inside kick will keep being effective for Holtzman. I like that idea. Like, keep doing that inside kick and then follow it with your right back.
How about the size of these lightweights? I feel like I'm watching welterweights.
Holtzman's got a bit of a cut.
Real fucking cool there.
Left side, looks like. Yeah, these are giant lightweights. Oh, big hand kick by Holtzman. Yeah, really crazy, right?
And that was heavy too.
Nice inside leg kick by Holtzman. And look at that beautiful sprawl as well.
You can see the hips of Holtzman on that one. I mean, that guy's got some hips.
This is the night of head kicks, it seems. And more buffering.
Holtzman briefly had a semi-pro hockey career for the Knoxville Ice Bears. His wife Kelsey, also a former Division I athlete, ran track in Tennessee.
That's because Patrick's leaning over that lead leg.
Ooh. This is already there in the women's fight. It just started.
A couple good right hands there by Holtzman. Holtzman looking very sharp against one of the toughest tests of his career so far.
Focus in, focus in. Don't fall, don't fall.
Great start for the plus 215 underdog Scott Holtzman here tonight.
Well, he's had some really good experience so far in the octagon against some talented guys. Josh Emmett, for one, Drew Goldberg. You know, so he's
Got some blood.
a lot of different looks.
I'm gonna zoom in on this real quick so I can actually see the fight.
Really good, well-rounded fighter. Oh, nice inside
Not that
kick
much.
by Holtzman.
That's been his best weapon. He's landed that 4 times. Trick hasn't even seen it. He hasn't blocked it. He hasn't checked it. It's because he's so wide with this stance that it's just going to keep working. And that will shut down all the other offense for Trick as long as hoping to keep getting that inside kick. Very nice. That's what he does. He looks very strong. Anytime you see the Trick land, it's like hitting a wall.
Yeah. And on top here, look at this ground.
He's on top of the freaking guy.
Yeah, I'd like to put him on a scale right now. Because he ain't 155. And along with Trick is feeling that power right now.
No doubt about it.
Ooh, what a punch.
Look out for those up kicks.
Strong
Stealing him up.
sauce round 2 coming.
Wow. Up along, definitely lost that one.
Check those kicks. Inside kicks. Man, you have to check those kicks going through that too. Good. They look beautiful, man. You keep using them. Them feints and straight left.
Yeah, it's tough. Hey, listen. I mean, you're hitting your pull, but just like a throw. Let's not try
A lot happening now.
I mean, let's just stay balanced. Everything is working for you. Everything. So let's just
Getting a little bit tired now.
Okay? We're going to keep moving our feet through this round. Don't be confident. That's not moving your feet. You hear me? Keep moving your feet. So that.
Back live in Las Vegas while some people were in commercial break. Some good corner work. Julian Williams with a line pass. Rick and John Crouch telling Scott Holtzman.
Round 2.
Keep loading up on that kill shot.
For the first fight of the FS.
Round 2 here.
Yeah, as we said, you know, John Crouch, who runs the lab in Glendale, Arizona, one of the best coaches in the world, with excellent advice. And Scott Holtzman picked a great camp.
Ooh.
I mean, he really did. You want to learn how to be an MMA fighter. You can't really
Head
do any
kick.
better than that. Do this side kick.
Did a lot of those things. Ooh, went for a freaking flying knee. Jumping knee.
The issue here is we're seeing Patrick run into his shots, and he's only throwing one shot at a time. Trick, just, you see the hits, his coach told him,
Take down.
he's able to take the takedown there, but maybe that hits his son at the hands, but right now, that inside kick of Holtzman's doing a lot of damage to the leg of Patrick.
It really is, and you see Patrick, he's on.
Another nice leg kick.
Moving awkwardly. What I was really impressed with, though, is Holtzman's takedown defense.
Ooh, another one.
Taking that, taking down.
He's able to take much more of those leg kicks.
As you said earlier,
He's gonna collapse eventually.
I mean, he just looks real solid.
And we get some buffering. That's real fucking cool.
Level change here from Holtzman. 60% takedown accuracy offensively coming in. Number 3 among active lightweights.
Holtzman will get this takedown, so we're going to lock that up.
Takedown? No. Well, he's down, but it wasn't a takedown. He just kind of fell.
Hands locked in the ball, the takedown's pretty much better.
On top here.
I'm gonna try to get a better fucking stream of this going.
And he's got to really trap in front of the door here.
Because I did not want to be putting up this lag all night long.
A lot of countries in a little bit of trouble.
A little bit of trouble. He's been in trouble the whole time.
His left leg's in the right leg, rather, is in a bit of trouble.
Pass lesson that we saw. He's out, but he didn't use it. Right now, that's a good target. The treat is keeping him.
Big shots here by Scott Holtzman.
Cool.
good job. Reading these shots, even if they're not completely flush, just keep your feet on the hips. If you're contributing to try to create some space so you can get up to your feet. There it was.
And this was the 8-minute mark that Holtzman kept talking about. He felt like if he could get to this stage in the fight, the advantage.
It just feels like you can use it.
Trying to find a solution in this freaking freezing. Let's get back to it. Oh, as soon as I do it. Constant freezing. Bullshit.
Good kick off break. Treat.
He is a wild man.
And he's using a lot of energy trying to get this takedown. Very, very aggressive with it.
It's the very end of the round, so he's putting it all out there, trying to get up something.
Really entertaining lightweight fight here through 10
Oh yeah, really entertaining fight that I can't watch. Let's try that again. Now she got really quiet out of nowhere. I don't know why. And we're buffering again. I'm gonna try to find a solution. Now. Nope. As soon as I say that, buffering. As he's punching the guy, about to finish him too. Let's see if this works better than I doubt it's gonna buffer it. Yep, knew it.
His pro career tonight. Holtzman's output hasn't waned one bit, outstriking the streak 101.
Got tired. Now I look for a new live stream.
Three rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first.
Yo, why'd the fight start all over? This shit's just ass backwards. I'm gonna miss this first fight because I'm looking around. It's not even gonna work anyway. See if this one works. Probably not. Jesus, come on.
The official decision here now, Bruce Buck.
Hope I missed that fight because fucking shit lagged too bad. Wow. I wish I would have been able to see it.
I have a new baby boy.
That's why I can't even see the interview now.
He won't see this now, but he'll see it eventually. He's 5 months old. I had to leave him for training camp for this fight. My wife built down the fort, and I love her. minutes for him. You landed some really clean shots, but at the end of the round, in the third, you really seemed to get a hold of them. You clipped them and dropped them. Let's take a look at these big push-off elbows he used to end the fight, though. You clipped them and dropped them here with this right hand.
Ooh.
Was your hand already hurt before this?
Yeah, my left hand was hurt. I think I hurt it on the hook in the first round, but hey, I knew
Ooh, those elbows in the ground.
I had to be a matador, so
See, I missed that until the replay now.
timing in the third round, I was able to take advantage of
Because
it.
the fucking
Listen,
stream
man,
is
heal your
trash.
hands up. Congratulations on an absolutely fantastic victory. It was an honor to call your fight. Scott Holtzman, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby!
And to his son, Hayes Howard Holtzman, Daddy's coming home a winner tonight. Also on a long Patrick. You didn't see him there for the official decision. He was taken out of the octagon with assistance, but he did leave under his own power tonight. Well, straight ahead, we will get our second look at bantamweight contender Aspen. Says she pays no attention to the rank games after a knockout win in her UFC.
Oh, another women's fight.
Number 9 tonight. She
But the first one was just so good.
MMA winner Tonya Evinger. She just ran the longest training camp of her career and is ready to parlay that work into the desired result here tonight. The prelims continue next on FS1.
William Hill.
Oh, piss break time. Go shake your commercials.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Play new content first on PS4. For the players.
William Hill customers are enjoying your odds. Goals, corners, cards, first scorer, last scorer. The choice of markets is immense and you're in control. You back one of the thousands of euros markets. Or tweet William Hill with your market and they'll reply with the odds. So join over half a
All right.
million euros customers.
Get some more fighting action.
Everyone's talking about. More choice.
Hopefully during the next fight doesn't fucking lag as much.
William Hill.
It's going good right now, but you know, it's getting up jinxing it. Bad part about the SF or the FS1 prelims, you have to watch fucking commercials. It's on TV.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
The program contains imagery and violence. Well, no fucking shit. It's UFC.
Well, this Toshiba Plaza is going to have a hangover tomorrow. We are in Vegas for the FS1 UFC 229 program sponsored by Cerveza Modelo, the official beer of UFC.
An hour and 28 minutes. The countdown's on the screen.
Continues to burn its way towards 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Is UFC 229, Khabib versus McGregor. All right, now back to more live prelim action. And before the women's MMA explosion, Tonya Evinger was busy establishing herself as one of the...
I don't know these two.
She gets to prove it
I know that Tonya one looks like a fucking dude. 100%.
It only took one UFC win to land Aspen Ladd in the top 10 at 135 pounds, but it was a win to remember as she traveled to Poland to stop Lina Lansberg in the second round. It was the latest milestone in the promising...
I like how it doesn't buffer during commercials or anything, but then when you get to the fucking actual fight, oh, it's got a buffer. Fucking ridiculous. Fix your shit.
Career of the unbeaten Ladd, who also owns Invicta wins over Amanda Cooper and Sajara Eubanks. Tonight she'll be in there with a seasoned and respected contender in Tonya Evinger, a former Invicta champion with more than 25 pro fights to her name. Despite being among the elite women's MMA for more than a decade, Evinger feels like she is just getting warmed up. Coming up next, Tonya triple threat Evinger
Another commercial. That's fucking
BC
cool.
Sports coverage of UFC.
Quitting isn't easy, but Nicorette Quickness can help you finally quit for good. So you're not stopping, you're starting. Starting new. When Nicorette Quickness starts to relieve cravings in 30 seconds. Now a great tasting cold berry flavour, Nicorette does something incredible.
It's a little bit better. A little bit better quality. It's like I just watched fucking 5 minutes of commercials. I gotta watch 5 more minutes of commercials. You want to see some fights already? I'm falling asleep here. The stream does seem like it's working a little bit better, but wait till I get to a fucking fight that's going to buffer for 30 minutes again. Ooh, fuck. These commercials are so fucking cringy. Like, they're so bad. More commercials.
Probably seen this with me.
Fuck. If I get unlimited fighting, you know, is that an option?
That one's on Zoopla. Oh, that one is on Zoopla.
That one's on Zoopla.
That's a piece of wood too.
Oh my gosh. Start your property search on Zoopla.
Kill BT. We've got a plan. One super favorite with the lack of the BT player. There's two of the biggest blockbusters in the galaxy. We've got great new series happening on Netflix. On Amazon Prime Video. And AMC. On BT Sport, top Premiership action continues. And the UEFA Champions League returns. All on a BT TV box.
William Hill sponsors BC Sports
Okay,
coverage of
it didn't
UFC.
lag at all during that fucking commercial break. That was like 3 minutes of fucking torture. Once the fighting actually happens, lag. I guarantee it. I'm about to guarantee it.
Big man of wings here, then to the octagon. Here's her tail to take. Aspen Lad is 23. Tonya Evinger, 37 years of age. Evinger is...
Damn, 37? Holy shit.
Reach advantage. Right now for the introductions. Back
Oh, God. I wasn't tired until I got out of the fighting because the fucking shit buffer, and I'm just out of it.
Out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 6 losses, 1 no contest. She stands 5'7" and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 100.
Second fight of the FS prelims, 5th fight overall. We've had 3 knockouts or TKOs, whichever, and 1 decision. Okay, 6-0, I see you.
She stands 5'6" inches tall, weighing in at 134 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Colorado Hills, California, presenting the #9 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Aspen When the action begins, our referee in charge.
This girl's like fucking emotionless.
Chris Tione, busy man tonight. But don't forget, he's been breaking it up earlier. These two are probably going to clinch, so that might change this fight. That's right. Brooklyn, Ariane, Brittany on hand tonight for UFC 229. Aspen Ladd is in the building. Trying to leave here the way she came, undefeated. And in the top
Alright, it
10,
didn't lag at all. It didn't buffer at all. Watch him fucking buffer during this fight. Okay. This is already better than the first women's fight of the night that they did earlier. That fight was just boring. Ooh. Nice head movement.
She's good at a little, I like to call it dirty boxing technique, where she'll just underhook you, go down low, up high, elbows, knees to the gut, separate, punch you, go back to the clinch. She just makes it as filthy and ugly as she can, like you were saying, John.
Yeah, as we were saying, in between the broadcast, when she was asked what her favorite striking technique is, she said filthy. Her favorite grappling technique, also filthy.
Okay, there gets the cage.
Fight's tough, man. Tonya Evinger.
Not much to say right now.
Yeah.
The other women's fight too, they were just against the cage most of the time too.
And she was jonesing to get back in there after this prolonged layoff dating to UFC 214 in July of 2017. I know some were surprised to see Evinger entrenched as the underdog here tonight, but she's certainly off to a good start against the higher-ranked Aspen Ladd.
Well, people have short memories. You know, you get beat up by Chris Cyborg, and people think, well, you know, it's got to be over for you. You're 37 years of age, but Tonya Evinger, as we said before, is one of the biggest veterans in this sport in women's MMA. She has been around. She has fought everybody, as we were saying. She fought Jalin. That's how far back her career goes.
That looked awful short for a takedown, just botched. Do something.
So even though she might be a little older, there's not a lot of speed probably to
Ooh, it might be over here.
Look at this.
good control of the hands on the opposite side there. That's what's causing this. Good hand control by Aspen Ladd.
Big shots by Aspen Ladd. As we said, in between the live broadcast, this is really a contrast of a young, undefeated, up-and-coming person versus someone with a lot of experience in it.
Yeah, what a test for Aspen Ladd. In just her second UFC appearance, battle for the wrist control here.
Really good jiu-jitsu here.
Now I don't feel bad for not knowing her. It's only her second appearance.
We saw the Lansberg fight. She got that back mount and pounded out Lansberg, their UFC debut. And now you see her here on Tonya Evinger's back. Not a place where Evinger wants to be. Look at that moving transition. Just smoothly rolls from mount back to back.
Oh, she got her.
Now she's got her flat now. Evinger, terrible jump.
Ooh.
Big elbow.
Those are count from Aspen Ladd, less than 2 minutes to go.
Great hands and leverage. She's very aggressive. What I like about the hand control, she has
Ref's gonna stop it. She can't defend herself. Ref's gonna stop it.
it's like they can stop it very soon here.
It's over. Okay. I'm impressed. A women's fight that actually impressed me.
Not just beating Tonya Evinger, but absolute total domination as soon as it went to the ground.
And need we remind you that Tonya Evinger took her
Domination as soon as it went to the ground. It was domination the whole fucking fight.
Making quick work of the veteran Evinger here tonight. She said in the Lansberg fight she started too slow by her standards. Quick night at the office for Aspen Ladd tonight.
She saved nothing this time. She was extremely aggressive, and that was just too much. Evinger wasn't ready for that type of aggression and the hand control of the grappling.
All right, let's get to move the fight sponsored by Metro PCS. Now Metro by T-Mobile. Discover the smarter way to get unlimited and see what's new on October 8th.
And as we see here, grounded pound by Ladd is just incredible. His hand control on the opposite side, just punching and punching at the temple of Evinger. She stays on the legs, is able to get
Fucking
the hook into
destroyed.
the back, go to mount, keep the hand control, go both hooks in, flatten Evinger out, and then you can just hear her going nuts with the punches, non-stop, screaming and yelling as she's giving every ounce of power she could in each punch, and she just mauls Evinger to get the finish.
She puts a lot of faith in her coaches, head coach Gene West, Team MMA Gold Muay Thai coach Jake Duandara, and she made weight this time around as well. She has put all her faith in the long-term team, and Aspen moving on up 7-0. Joe Rogan will talk to her after this as we continue on FS Small.
Oh, more commercials. All right.
Aspen, this is an enormous victory for you. At 23 years of age, you've been here for your second UFC fight. Outside Tonya Evinger, a woman who's got more experience than virtually any other woman competing in MMA. And to beat her like that, that's got to be a great feeling for you. This was really a contrast between potential and experience. I know that you had seen Tonya for a long time. Was this a fight that you had prepared for mentally in the past?
Well, yeah, back when we were in Vista, she was the champ, and I was coming up with a family fighter. Turned out we did, and it's basically got to go see.
Well, let's take a look at the finish, because this was ferocious. I mean, you seem like such a nice person, but you were screaming horrible sounds.
For a woman, that was actually pretty impressive. I like this girl so far.
It was quite terrifying.
She showed me something that a lot of women in MMA don't show me. That's aggression, you know, actual skills.
In this position, you got that back mount. You really pounded her out.
Damn.
You're in here another week, my friend. Be the nicest person outside of golf. Right here.
You proved that tonight. Congratulations on a fantastic performance. Can't wait to see you again. Aspen Land, ladies and gentlemen.
She's not your friend, Joe Rogan. Aspen Land with a huge win tonight over Tonya Evinger. Correct. Coming up next, we will go high above the octagon as the analysis continues. Karen Bryant, the hip-hop.
More talking. I think during these talking sections, I'm just gonna fucking pause the stream and then come back when there's a fight because not a lot's gonna be going on. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then during the pay-per-view, I'll just have it live all the time. Maybe.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
More commercials.
This season, it's been different. It's time for the boys to go up. So Johnston V Celtic live on BT Sport.
If you're with BT already, if anyone in your home can get Fight Pass or stuff mobile, just like the program with us, our starter sim is £8 per month. It's perfect for staying in touch with unlimited calls and texts. Up to £12 a month, our 3 gig essential sim handles whatever life throws at you. While for £15 a month, our 6 gig perfect all-rounder sim is great if you go.
Still got an hour and 2 minutes left to the pay-per-view. Most of it's gonna be fucking commercials, obviously.
More places than O2, Vodafone, and Free. So get the sim that's just right for you. Search T-Mobile or call 0800 756 5235.
Showroom talks hair loss.
Okay, Bobby, let's get straight to the facts. How did you get your hair back?
Well, Wally, mate, you and Gucci started the film well before me. And with the Backstage studio, I got a haircut.
It looks sensational. For me, it was strand by strand. And AHS FB that got my hair back.
Well, whatever is individually required, right, Wally?
Absolutely, buddy. And that means saying, that's their thing.
Call 0845 600 8899 now.
Download the Justice app or run online.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
I'd rather watch them just talk about the fights instead of seeing commercials all day, honestly. That's the bad thing about early stoppages is you have to freaking fill the rest of the time with interviews and shit like this.
To the Fox Sports desk inside T-Mobile Arena, Karen Bryant here with the welterweight champ, Tyron Woodley, former middleweight king Michael Bisping, and guys, it is now time for the Metro
That's how he stays control.
Well, those wrestling takedowns, what Conor's going to avoid him to do that. He can't do this, which is kick to the stomach. He did that against Diaz. He caught the kick, took him down. But we see here Conor using the momentum, a very slick sweep, ending up on top of Diaz. So we might see him using that tonight. Because I think he will get taken down. But he does have good defense. We see here against Cal Mendes, a very good wrestler. He does the best for getting Conor down, but not all the time.
Come on, focus back in.
Absolutely. It is so interesting. There's so many ways this fight could go tonight. I cannot wait. I don't think it's as simple as wrestler versus grappler, but I tell you what, up next, Henrik, we do have tough veteran Vicente Luque welcoming Jalin Turner in his debut to the Octagon. What are you expecting tonight?
Well, I've always wanted Vicente to be very well rounded. Sometimes
This fucking guy KSI, it looks like him.
that he actually does in the Octagon.
KSI fighting in the UFC, everyone. Confirmed.
What I see now is there's an opportunity against a guy that's nothing in this pure shot. And we utilize his wrestling, his grappling to show us that well-roundedness that we know he has.
Now, Michael, you know Jalin Turner. You invited Jalin to work with you for Anderson.
Oh, nothing going on now.
He's only a lightweight. He's stepping up to 170. He's taking the fight on short notice. There's a lot of pressure on this young man, but if he performs the way that he can, he's absolutely sensational. Some of the best striking I've ever seen. And as I said, still a very young guy, always learning, very diligent. He's an intelligent fighter, with a lot on the line for him here tonight.
Yeah, Vicente Luque, 6 wins by KO, 6 by submission for Jalin. He has got 6 knockouts as well in just moments. The biggest favorite on the card, Vicente Luque, welcomes the young gun Jalin Turner to the Octagon. Stay right where you are. We've got more UFC 249 prelims on the way.
More commercials.
UFC.
The women's international friendlies. Come on, England. Let's give Australia something to remember. England feels Australia, Tuesday on BT Sport. It's what friends are for.
Meet John. John loves bacon. Like he really loves bacon. But his girlfriend doesn't. John feels comfortable because he uses the Preux fabric refresher for hard-to-wash fabrics. And Febreze air freshener for the air. Febreze eliminates odors, replacing them with a light, fresh, meat-free scent. So what goes on at home doesn't stay at home. Febreze. Breathe happy.
Getting tired. I just want to see some fights. Come on.
Over 23,000 British and Irish farmers produce quality ingredients that go into your McDonald's, like our whole cuts of beef and British potatoes. You can say, doing good.
Welcome to the world's favourite online betting account. This season, Bet365 will feature over 300,000 different sporting events. We want you to feel so close. Lose touch. Please, gamble responsibly.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
Hopefuls with a whole lot of momentum. UFC newcomer Jalin Turner. Certainly a proven finisher. He could be destined to become an instant fan favorite. But perhaps the Octagon tested Vicente Luque will have something to say about that. As far as fighter nicknames go, the silent assassin fits Vicente Luque like a glove. Soft-spoken outside the octagon, Luque turns into a deadly force to be reckoned with on Fight Night. He proved well there's a lot of a knockout or submission in each of his last 6 wins.
And then you had a submission on that guy, and he had like a seizure in the ring. That was a little weird. I haven't seen these two, so.
Fresh from a July stoppage of Max Mustafi on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series, the 23-year-old prospect Turner has arrived. He is determined to make an impression. This is UFC debut. It's Jalin the Tarantula Turner. Squares off against Vicente, the silent assassin.
Great quality.
Sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
More ads, more commercials too. I love it.
Reach the big escape room. Big escape room. No medicine leaves no oxygen. So the platform has sweet dreams. Escape room.